And we are live. Hopefully.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
Living.
I'm
Good.
on the right side of the dirt, so that's a good thing.
Excited to be back at this.
Yeah, it's been a while. So it'll be nice to have a bit of fun today.
I think this is the earliest opportunity. It feels like the last time we played was last year.
It was.
It
It was.
It hasn't
You know,
happened.
between New Year's, the plague, and everything else, it's been a little difficult to be here. But we're all here except for Zoro, who may or may not be joining us a little bit later tonight. If not, we'll have her in 2 weeks from now. But that being said, hello everyone. It's glad to have you back for another episode of Tales of the Outer Rim. We're gonna have some fun today. Actually, it starts off pretty fun when we think about it. We ended on a pretty spicy note on the last episode, eh? If memory serves.
Yeah, spicy.
Right, Az? Speaking to you specifically.
Yeah, spicy. That's
Yep.
what we call it.
Right? Question I have to ask here. Considering Christmas, the New Year's, everything, did we do all the Christmas pulls before the holidays?
I honestly don't remember.
No, I don't.
Or was that a
believe
birthday?
So.
No, it was
That
just a
was a
birthday.
birthday.
No, mine was the birthday pull.
Yeah.
So we did not do the Christmas pull yet. Okay, good to know. All right. So, before we do that, just so we don't do like machine gun pulls after pull after pull, let's play a little bit, and I'll weave it into the session later.
And this
Okay.
would be like the. So the Christmas polls was like the only good stuff in 2 polls and choose one, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I was just trying to.
That is
recall.
correct. Yep.
So-
So you guys will not have to deal with any bad cards on the Christmas pull. So that being said, you guys, just to summarize a little bit, right, have been looking for some information, and in the course of finding the information, found yourselves in the lower levels of Coruscant. And we're talking lowest levels of Coruscant. And as you get lower and lower into the sub levels, eventually light becomes dimmer and dimmer as you're so far down between buildings that light has a hard time refracting and getting to you guys. There's this fog that had kind of rolled in, which again makes sense. And by the time you had gotten to the lowest level that this turbo lift could bring you to, you had all noticed that the visibility was fairly weak. Had stepped off the elevator and kind of almost lost contact a little bit with one another, in the sense that like you can't see 5 meters in front of you. And this relative, I don't want to say peace, but calm is broken, right, by the sound of a lightsaber igniting. As Azrin, you find yourself in front of a hooded figure dressed all in black, with a deep crimson lightsaber that just turned on in his hand, or her hand. You can't really tell, it's cloaked figure, but you get what I'm saying. Into that being's hand. But I think this is where we're going to pick up the session. Exactly where we left it. A month and a week ago, I think. Anyway, this is where we're starting.
Okay.
How are we feeling, Az?
Trepidatious.
Nice.
Are we able to do anything before he starts fighting this thing?
I mean, I guess at that point, it would just be a matter of, like, if you're faster than he is, sure, go ahead, kind of thing.
Because the one thing I want to do, since this thing is in front of Kodev, I'm pretty sure that Kodev would likely be going to attack at this thing. So, I'm going to try to touch him and do Cultural Reserve.
Okay.
So just in case Kodev does go down, he at least doesn't go down quickly.
Okay.
Yes, I can just looking at my abilities. Cool. So let's in this. All right. So I am going to first things first. Cool. I'm going to use the bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to twin power force imbuement.
Okay.
So basically that allows me to use my force casting instead of strength modifier for melee combat.
Yep.
And twin powered because I fight with two lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I'm going to use my action to cast heroism on myself.
Okay.
Let's see. That's turn. Okay. Cool. So it doesn't take effect until, so I'm currently immune to any frightened type conditions, and at the start of my next turn, because it triggers at the start of your turn and I'm past the start of my turn, I get temporary hit points equal to my force casting ability, and I take a defensive position.
Okay. Second here. There we go. Okay. So you take up your second your defensive position here, and the hooded figure in front of you opens their arms, and out of their sleeves come out two more lightsabers that start hovering as they also turn on, equally crimson in color.
So
As
they're
they
fighting
start
with.
kind of doing the whole walking around you in a semicircle, sizing you up.
Wait, so they're fighting with 4 lightsabers, like the robot guy?
No, he has one in his hand and 2 that are just hovering around them.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing, cheeky bastard. All right, I'm presuming he's not doing anything else.
No, not right now. That is it for his actions.
All right, so I started my next turn. I get I get 8 temporary hit points. And I'm just gonna use a D8 to track those. And then I'm gonna go in for the attack.
Okay.
And let's see. So no, don't use the clear dye in the dark. 19. Okay. So 15 is that is 20 plus 5. So that's a 25 and a. Is it 25? No, that's 23 and a 27.
Okay, nice. Both will hit. Roll damage.
Okay. So one lightsaber is going to do plus 5, 13 points of damage. The other one does 10 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's my action. I'm waiting to see what he does.
Okay. No bonus actions or anything you want to take before he does his thing?
Not right now.
Okay.
Again, I don't know what they're gonna do, so I don't want to waste.
All good. So, well, the reaction, obviously, I meant more for your bonus action, but correct. So yeah, you draw your lightsaber and you take 2 swipes at this guy, with your twin lightsabers here, and I guess he was surprised of you taking that initiative and attacking first, as you kind of managed to slip by their guard, and they kind of sort of block the hits, but they get nicked in the process, I guess you could say. They kind of lose their stance a little bit. As again, they were probably not really expecting that level of ferocity coming from you. 1 second. Okay. So, that being done, the hooded figure sort of regains their footing again, after you pummeled them into staggering a little bit. And to give themselves time, they extend their hand towards you, and you feel a familiar sensation constricting around your neck. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Are we all aware of what's happening, or is this something only Kodaf can see, do things about?
Well, you're hearing lightsabers and fighting noises in the fog. While this is happening, however, Mibble.
Yeah.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Cool. Give me 1 second here. I still have to roll a bit of damage. Just give me 2 seconds.
This is where the point where the DM's mic sounds like a rain stick as they're rolling damage.
Right? No. You're taking 15 points of damage, and you are notably not restrained, as you kind of manage to focus yourself enough to push, that invading horse choke away and not suffer the restrictive effects of the move. I do need you, Mibble, to tell me something while this is happening.
Okay.
Never mind, you don't need to tell me anything. As this is happening, Mibble, there is a blaster carbine bolt that flies right next to your head, missing you.
Eep.
Yep. And turning around in the shadow, you see a diminutive form firing at you with what it seems to be about a blaster carbine, fairly similar to the one you're currently holding.
Okay, I see.
Here, I'll do this for you guys, actually. I made a very small fortune map. It's not, again, representative of anything. It's just so you guys have maybe an easier time seeing, visualizing all this. Give me a minute. I have to move you guys through like several layers of maps. So I have to create folders for this. There we go. Again, this is just so you have a bit of an idea of what's going on, give or take, but it's not... Again, we don't need to move to the map necessarily. This is just so you guys have a visual representation. But yes.
Okay, did not like that. Can I see what this figure looks like?
It's kind of hard because there's the fog, and the other person firing at you almost makes you think of a Jawa because they're also covered in flowing dark robes with a hood. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking.
Uh-oh. Sorry, I thought my internet was doing my internet.
True. Fair.
So yeah, I really did not like that. And I do not want to deal with this thing, at least not on my own. So, gonna cast Shatter around it and run and hide.
Okay. Do you need a save for that?
Oh, was the title not updated?
Ooh.
Nope, I can fix that.
Please,
Yep,
I
it's
do
still
not
on
have
Wayward
access.
Wanderers.
I do not have access for that. Sorry, please.
Neither do
No,
I.
thank you.
I mean, we are wayward wandering through the stars during a war.
Right.
I have to look and see what episode we're up to, but I will fix it in a minute.
Okay, so loud ringing noise, painfully intense, within 10-foot radius sphere center on that point. Creatures in that point must make a Constitution saving throw. On fail saves, they take 3d8 damage, sonic damage.
And sorry, what save did you say that was?
Constitution.
Okay. How does a 19 do you? Does that make the save? You are muted, Kirjo.
Yeah, that makes the save. Let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, then he takes half damage. So 3d8. So he takes half of 15 damage. Although if he's made of ionic metals such as stone, crystals, metal, he has a different disadvantage on save, so I don't know what he's made of, but
Nope.
that's up to you.
That does not seem to create abnormal levels of response or damage. Okay, good.
And I run around, run behind a corner to hide from him.
Okay. Very good. Okie dokie. Next, Kordav. Unless the other two want to join in or not, that's up to you guys.
I mean, Anli will move towards the sounds of the battle happening and trying to rely on her tremor sense to sense what's happening nearby.
Okay.
And try and get a beat on everyone.
Funny
Ortez.
enough, you'd.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Orta.
I was just gonna say Orta wouldn't leave them to fight on their own either, realistically.
Okay.
Though no tremor sense, all he has is the best he's got is dark vision and telepathy.
Okay. I'll say this: you're not really getting anything other than hatred from these things telepathically. Only tremor sense wise, you do not feel much, if anything.
I'm gonna keep moving towards Kodav.
Okay.
Trying to think, like, she has no way to communicate that to him without just yelling at him. But she'll probably actually call out to Kodav and be like, "Don't rely on your sight."
Can I reply, or do I have to wait until my turn?
No, you can reply if you want.
I can see him clearly.
Yes, but can you feel him?
Thoroughly. There's a grit to Kodav's voice. Not so much anger, but I guess disdain would be the closest thing I can think of. like you're having a conversation with someone you really don't want to have a conversation with. You kind of just feel like he's in a aggressive state of mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I will continue to move towards Kodav. Do I guess let me know when I'm in range to possibly see something that he might be seeing.
I'm moving my token because I'm presuming I'm in his face.
Oh yeah, they moved us to a map. I don't know what the
Yeah,
range is on this
you're
map.
at this point you would be, yeah, exactly. That's, and you would have actually had the movement to get right behind Kodav if you want to do so.
Okay.
By the way.
I mean, I'm not gonna get in striking range of someone who sounds that angry.
Correct.
But I will become close enough to, do I see what he's seeing? Do I see...
You, at that distance, will see basically what looks like a very vague hood-wearing shadow in front of him.
Okay, but I don't feel it on the tremor sense.
Nope. You barely feel anything. There is something there, but it's very minute.
Okay. I don't want to hog up too much of the time, but I guess when it comes back around to me, let me know.
Okay. It won't be too long. So yeah, Kodav, sorry, what were you doing, aside from being in its face and being angry?
I'm going to strike again.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm going to spend a force point and force cast Rebuke.
Okay.
And since I'm 8th level, I'm presuming he's dark side. So if I hit, I get to add 2d12 additional force damage to my attack.
Okay. Yep.
So it's a singular attack, so I can't attack. Actually, no, I can use my bonus action to attack, but I think this is only for, it's only for a singular attack. So I'm going to do my action attack. And 8, so 3, 25.
Yep. That'll hit.
Oh, I'm starting my turn, so I get another 8 points back temporarily. So that's a hit. D12. D12. This straight first. Ooh, decent. Nice. So the lightsaber damage itself is not great, but it's 2 plus 5, so that's 7 points from that. But the additional force damage is almost max. It's 23 points of additional force damage.
Nice. So that totals up to what?
23 plus 7, 30 points of force damage
30.
total.
Yeah, 30. Yep. Very
And
good.
then I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit with the other lightsaber.
Okay.
That might be a miss. That's gonna be that's gonna be 17. That's probably a miss on.
Yeah, that one. So long story short, right? You channel the force into one of your lightsabers and bring it down hard on this hooded figure. The two floating lightsabers, if anything, attempt to block that strike, but it blows the two lightsabers away. It absorbs a part of the hit of the blow, but you still do quite a good chunk of damage from what you're able to feel at the very least. The third lightsaber that the creature or hooded figure is holding will actually, however, very effectively parry that missed attack of yours, as they will go in to strike themselves in a second. Just pull it up here. There we go. They are going to once more channel the Force. And you're going to see all three of the lightsabers start to kind of spin relatively quickly around the character as he lets go of the lightsaber that they're currently holding in their hands. And all three of them will attempt to strike you.
Okay.
So, the first one is a 21.
My armor class is can't be right.
The second one, I'll tell you all of them, and you'll see what you want to do. Second one's a 16, and the third one is a 24.
Give me a second. I'm just trying to think.
Take your time. I'm
Not
just giving you
sure.
the data before you chose your personal
Yeah,
action, just so
let's
you have
see.
the actual
Okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not my armor isn't great, but I'm not calculating it correctly. I'm not showing something. My armor class is 14, so he's probably gonna hit all 3 times.
Okay.
Um, so the first contact
Mhm.
that hits,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my reaction to shroud myself in force energy,
Okay.
and that's gonna give me +5 to my AC, so it'll go up to a 19.
Okay. So basically, the second hit will bounce off of that energy shield that you just threw up, correct? Well, force shield, should I say?
Yeah, it's one of my consular abilities.
Okay. Very, very good. So taking that second hit out, it does. Okay. So that's gonna be. Sorry, I'm trying to math right now. It is late. Yeah, that's gonna be a whopping 26 damage of energy typing damage that you're gonna take.
Okay.
And that will move us to Mibble and Mibble's little fun thing. Mibble had run around the corner. Mibble, give me 1 minute. I have to check something. Here we go. And there we go. Mibble, you run around the corner without trying to figure out where you even really go, as far, like you said, as far as you can away from this thing. You guys, both you and Orta, you're gonna both hear a clinking sound as you see an object bounce off of one of the walls and land at your feet. It doesn't take a genius to recognize this thing lobbed and bounced off one of the walls, what you could only really describe as a thermal detonator. And it looks like it's about to go boom. I will need a dexterity saving throw from the two of you, please.
Okay. Yeah. Dang. Probably can't use force push as a reaction. So.
If it's not written as a reaction, I will not. Sorry.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
You said dexterity saving. Oh, don't forget my aura increases saving throw by I think it's 3. Creature can add your
And I would have a
wisdom
23.
modifier to the saving throw. Yeah. So yeah, +3 for you, and I need to roll now. You today. Actually, no, you go. Sorry, deciding which dice will betray me or not.
The correct answer is
The
all
one that
of
rolled a
them.
nat 1 did betray me.
Mhm.
That means I got a nat 1.
I figured.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be. Do you have any specific resistances to damage again?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just to know if I have to split it. Okay, so that will be a grand mixed total of 18 damage. It is a mix of fire and kinetic damage. Mibble, you make the save, so you'll only be taking half for the grand total of 9 damage.
Alright.
As the rest of you hear a detonation go off with a fairly big flash of light coming from the other end of the alley. Which loops us back to Mibble. And to you, Orta, if you choose to do anything.
Do I see this person through the fog with my dark vision? Or this individual?
I mean, it's fog, it's not
Entity.
darkness. But you have a general idea of what direction they're in from the blaster carbine shots they fired earlier.
Hmm.
And, you know, from Mibble running away in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Orta is going to head towards that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I assume eventually as I like fumble my way through the fog, I eventually see the silhouette of the figure.
Correct. With that diminutive figure that's about Mibble / Jawa in height, give or take. Holding a blaster carbine pointed in your general direction.
Yeah. And as I approach, I guess the thing to do would be to stop it from hurting Mibble or myself.
So what do you do exactly?
You're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
Shocking.
Indeed.
Yeah. I get 2 attacks at this point. Yeah. So I'll be making 2 attacks. Let's see how the first one goes. Well, that's an 11 total, so I'm gonna just assume that's a no-no.
Yep.
And let's see. Oh, that's a 20 total.
Nice. When you throw that first punch, it almost feels like you punched your fist into an ice cold bucket as you see a hand jut out of the smoke, and not the smoke, but the fog, and grab your fist, intercepting it before it can hit the smaller, more diminutive robed figure. This one's give or take your height, and it's also wearing a hood.
All right then. I suppose like Orta will spend. I mean, I'm just feeling intense hatred. You said, right?
Correct. If you're trying to vibe check them at the force, you basically just get hatred and nothing else,
Yeah.
really.
So I feel reasonably confident that there is no reasoning with them or talking through this with them.
Entirely up to you. I will not tell you how to play the game.
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, Orta will sort of spend a moment to be like, sorry, I haven't played Orta in 3 months or something. It feels like
It's only been a month and a week, but yes, I get you.
time accelerates after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Orta will basically say something along the lines of, "Who are you and why are you doing this?"
Yeah, there is no actual answer when you say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that would probably be my bonus action realistically. Is
Okay.
sort of trying to reason with them.
Very
And
good.
seeing it fail, he just takes up his stance once more, getting ready for the fight to continue.
Okay. Excellent. Mibble, what are you doing now?
Middle's gonna cast slow release med pack on himself.
Okay.
And let's see. What's the range on this? 30-foot radius. Okay. I guess I'm playing healer until while this is going on. So, if anyone gets hurt that I notice, if I see, I guess I'm going to be helping them.
Okay.
Also, I move up a little bit to be able to see.
Because of how thick that is, you'll be about 5 feet behind them if you do that. Like it's fairly thick fog, like I said earlier.
Yeah, I'm moving right towards the corner, more or less, where I could keep an eye on things.
Okay, but like I said, yeah, it's about 5 feet behind Orta if you want to actually see what's up. Okay, good. So you walk up. Orta, you just did your move a little bit ago. That moves us actually to you, Only.
Kodav's lightsabers are drawn, right? And given off light.
Yeah, he's wielding them, which he normally doesn't.
Yeah. And can I see the lightsabers of this other thing?
Yep.
Okay.
They're kind of flying around.
Yeah. Can I use the small amount of light those lightsabers are off to get a good look at what's happening?
I mean, it just looks like Orta's... Orta, wow. It just looks like Kodav is engaged in a fight with this shadow, like, dark, shadowy figure wearing what looks like a complete set of dark side robes.
But as it's moving around, I don't feel it moving.
You do, but it's very, very, very faint.
Something doesn't feel right here. And looking back, I can see Orta now engaged with something that... as well, right?
Not as easily, actually, because Orta hasn't drawn his lightsaber. But you do hear the sound of a fisticuffs happening in that direction, yes.
Okay.
And one of the signatures from your tremor sense does correspond to how you know Orta usually walks and moves.
More claw to Orta to see, because there's obviously not reasoning with Kodav. He's gone to the anger. From her point of view. So I'm more yell at Orta. Like, Orta, something doesn't sit right with me. These things don't move as beings of their side should be.
He sort of yells over his shoulder, sort of quickly dodging a blow. Doesn't say over his shoulder, he has telepathy. How do you mean?
Oh, we're connected. She's just going to send you what she's feeling with her tremor sense.
Oh, yeah!
She is absolutely going to use that connection to hive mind you
Yeah.
exactly what she means, and that's since she's getting off that tremor sense.
Right, we're in the same Discord call.
Yeah. You now get the fun tremor sense. And then
We'll be right back. 2 minutes.
can I watch for when these lightsabers go near where supposedly the face of this being is? Because I have really good eyes that work really good in the dark.
Okay. So it's not the darkness so much that's the issue as much as it's the fog, but yes.
Okay. That's fair.
But what do you want to do? Because you have tremor sense, so you can still pinpoint more or less the location of these things. I would still allow you to do whatever you want to do. I just need to know what
She's
you
just
want
trying to get a better look at what it is, because she's very confused right now with what she's getting off tremor sense versus what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she felt one presence over there by Mibble, and suddenly now there's two, and they're all very
Correct.
faint.
Correct.
And the second one showed up around the time she felt Orta approach, so she doesn't really want to approach, having a feeling there's going to be suddenly a fourth. That's where she's come to in this conclusion. Okay. But she doesn't know what to do with this, so now she's kind of thrown it to Orta, who might have a better idea.
Okay.
So right now she's just feeding anything and everything she can pick up to Orta, and this sense of something is just not right.
Okay.
As I completely forgot I was part of the hive mind.
We are a little disappointed that you forgot about us.
Yeah.
We remembered real fast, though. We reminded ourselves.
Yeah. We forgive us.
We are surprised on how easy this talk has come to be.
We are not sure we have achieved consensus, but we will let it go for now.
Yeah. We got used to it.
There we go. So, that being said, that rolls us back to you, actually, Koda.
Alright, cool. 8 10 hit points. I forget, is our rule with Menpax the same as the other shows? The first one's a free action?
Yes.
Alright, so he's going to Medpack himself, and I want to discuss offline later, because I want to see if I can make the better versions of Medpacks.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Constitution modifier, so that's going to be 7 hit points back. And I need a ruling on something I want to do before I do it. I want to twin power rebuke, because I'm using 2 lightsabers. Would I be able to do that, like use rebuke on each individual lightsaber because I'm twinning the power?
Yeah, as long as it's 2 different targets. Let me look at the rebuke thing real quick here. But I don't see why not. I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm not being silly here, but twin power says what, if you use 2 different targets for it?
Well, that says when you cast a power that can only have 1 target and doesn't have a range, you can spend a number of additional force points equal to the power's level to choose a second target in range with the same power. So if I can't hit him, I want to try and take out one of his lightsabers.
Okay, no, that's fine. You can do that if you want. Yes, correct. It just you can't have it be both targeted at him, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I wasn't sure if,
A-okay. One at him, one at the lightsaber.
Yeah, so I'm going to twin rebuke. And that is. Okay, so the hit on him is 15 plus 8. That's 27 on him,
Nice.
and then 14.
That's a hit, I guess.
And then 22 on whichever lightsaber I can hit.
Okay. Okay, well that'll hit him, so start by rolling damage on him.
Alright, cool. Not as good as the last roll, but I'll take it. So on him, that's 5 plus 5, so that's 10, 18. So that's 28 force damage on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the lightsaber, well, a lightsaber, whichever one's closest to me, and then I'll just attacking that one if need be. Just trying to decrease the number of times. Ooh, that's good damage. So 8 plus 5, that's 13. 23 plus 5. 28 force damage on whichever lightsaber is within reach of me.
Okay, so you managed to not only swipe at him or her, but when you manage to make that swipe, they try to once again telekinetically, or using the force, should I say, bring those lightsabers in front to parry and dodge and clash the hits that you're throwing at it. But you're ready for it, and when he or she tries to block again, you deviate the angle at which you're cutting just at the last minute in order to slice at the actual handle of one of the floating lightsabers, and it kind of just detonates. Give me a dex saving throw, please.
Sure. Dexterity. That's 2, 17.
You take the very low amount of 3 damage.
Cool.
But, there's a little bit. You're a little singed from it going boom, but hey, good news is your opponent's down to 2 lightsabers. And you've managed to harm them quite significantly once more.
Okay. And let's see. Give me a second here. I hate that spells I'm used to in 5e that are bonus actions are full actions in the Star Wars universe.
Well, the good news is some of the spells here that are, usually full action end up being reactions or cheaper, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's like my brain goes into like my 5e combat because it's a 5e system, but I'm like, oh no, that's right. That's not a bonus action. That's a full action. So,
it's because Knights of the Old Republic's video game actually ran off of a D20 system.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my bonus action. Anything with it?
There were very little things, or very few damaging spells, or actually combat spells that would go faster than the turn order. So I think that's why a lot of the stuff when they made the system here ended up being one action and not bonus actions. For those who are interested about the little bit of trivia here. That being said, moving on. After that little display here, that shadowy figure here, you cut and blow up one of their lightsabers, and they also, by the way, took some damage from that. And you see them raise this hand in your direction, and with a scream that, again, only just feels like pure, undiluted rage, you see electricity crackle, and explode out of their hands as they will cast Force Lightning. I need both you and Only to give me a dex saving throw, please.
Oh god, where's my character sheet? Okay.
It's gonna suck. I have nothing to repel that bullshit. It sucks. You get Force Lightning early, but the ability to repel Force Lightning until much later.
Which kind of makes sense, again, if you think of the whole Star Wars universe. But, yeah.
Okay. I got an 18.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also have an 18.
I was
Also
just
nice.
looking to see if they had some
What?
version of evasion on barbarians in here, but they don't. So.
A minute to roll the damage here.
Or that thing that lets barbarian dodge dexterity attacks. Dexterity
Very
attack
much.
type things, but they don't.
Very much wishing Orta was closer.
Little busy right now.
Yeah.
While all this is happening, I think Only is studying what these shadow beings are doing, trying to look for any familiarity in the patterns of what they're doing.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Or an investigation since you're looking for something fairly specific, I'll allow you to, or...
Oh, damn, that was a nice die.
You can even give me lore, actually, if you want. Since you're trying to remember something.
Which one do you want?
Whichever one of the three you prefer. They can, all three of them can be flavored, really, so it's up to you.
We'll go perception for a 21.
Okay. So two things. First of all, you both take 16 electric damage.
Okay.
I'm not raging, so I have to take all of that.
I'm gonna take
Like-
8
it's like-
because
it's
I have
lightning
10
damage,
hit
yeah.
points.
Okay. Okay, very good. Your role there, on lead.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure, but there's a very strong similarity between what this thing is doing and, funny enough, the very person standing in front of them. Like, you recognize that, they fight using multiple lightsabers. I don't know if you've ever seen Kodev use Force Lightning, so that I can't really answer. But there's a certain degree of familiarity there, but you're not, again, 100% sure if it's because they're similar or if it's because, they're both just Force users.
We saw the lightning when he used it on the door.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's evidence enough, and from what she's been observing, that is just going to go straight to Orta with the conclusion of, you're fighting yourselves.
Basically.
And she will call out to Kodav. Kodav, you're fighting yourself. I don't know how you're doing it, but you are fighting with yourself.
He doesn't. He doesn't respond, but you're close enough to to see he's looking at his opponent, trying to figure out, like, see his face, or anything like that. Doesn't seem, because he's like in his brain, if he's fighting himself, that doesn't make any sense because he can't force choke.
Anli wasn't aware of that whole situation, so she's drawing conclusions of what she can see.
Yeah, so like in his brain, he's like, it's not in his mind. It's not out of the question. Weird shit happens with and within the Force, but he knows that he personally doesn't have the Force choke ability. And it's not something that he's ever looked into. He doesn't like it. It's a shitty attack, and it's something he personally wouldn't use.
One that almost killed him a little while ago.
Yeah.
Making him think he was choking on his food. So yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's very adverse to using Force choke. Like that is the typical Sith ability aside from Force lightning. But you can see that there's some sort of contemplation in his movements. But he doesn't respond.
Okay, very good. In that case, Orta and Mibble.
Yep.
I need both of you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie dokie. 30. With my wisdom bonus alongside that, it goes up to 15 on my dex save.
Very nice.
So it's a +3 for me too, right?
Yeah, since you're within my aura.
Okay, so that's going to be a 16 for me.
Okay. Very good. So you will both take 11 damage. And you are both slowed until this thing's next turn. Slowed 1 to be specific. As it lifts a hand, and you see a fairly familiar, actually, this seems familiar, jet of super cooled air basically hit the two of you. Sort of freezing you guys a little bit here. Okay. That actually was just Mibble. Mibble, what are you doing? Nibble?
Am I able to try and hit this around Orta?
Hit what around Ortha? Like shoot over Orta's
Yeah,
shoulder or something
smaller
and hit
one
it?
around my height.
Yeah, you can probably find a way to, if not over them, maybe between their legs or something.
Okay.
I will say this though: if you roll a nat 1, there will be a consequence.
Of course.
Just because of how that is right
All
now.
right. So, if he wants to slow me, I'm going to try to slow him. I am going to use chronogenic burst.
Okay.
So let's see. You emit a burst of cold energy at a creature within range. Make a range attack, and on hit it takes 1d8 and gains 1 slow level until the start of my next turn.
Okay, let's see it.
$21 to hit.
That'll hit, I think. Let me check. Yep. That will hit.
Six damage, and he is slowed for until my next turn.
Okay. Good. Orta, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to be trying something that we in the business call a little silly. I have just been told that these things are us. I have felt through like telepathy exclusively hatred from these beings that seem to appear from thin air.
Mm-hmm.
So what Orta is going to do is essentially use... God, this feels like it's too many working parts, but to hell with it. Basically, I'm going to be attempting to grapple the one that is, in theory, me, the one that's roughly the same height as me.
Okay.
I'll be reaching out to try and grapple it, and with my telepathy active and the starting feat I had was empathic, which sort of lets you gain insight into another person and how other people and how they think and feel. But I'll be using my connection to the Force to sort of, and the ability Force Restore to sort of essentially try to channel more positive emotions into this shadow entity, for lack of
Okay.
a better term,
Okay.
by essentially dumping like Force Restores X plus 5 to give X Force points to something else. So we'll put 6 Force points into this, as I basically attempt to grapple this
Okay.
guy and basically connect to them on an emotional level. This shadow version of myself. But before that, I have a bonus action to take on the Way of the Kraft Mac and Cheese Dragon.
Create dragon, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I will correct you every time, and you'll say it wrong every time. We know.
Tomato.
Right.
Yeah. Where is it? There's one that gives me a bonus to my... that lets me get advantage on my strength checks. Where is that? Oh, is this it? If the d20 result for a strength check or saving throw is less than your guardian level, no. What am I thinking of? Is it just the way of the Great Dragon? No, I guess I don't actually get a advantage on a strength check. No, wait. Oh, on your turn, you can expend a use of your Channel of the Force and reduce your speed by half to gain advantage on the next ability check or attack roll you make using strength before the end of your next turn. You cannot use this feature if you have moved more than your Okay, so I'll be using my Channel of the Force on Falling Avalanche to add to gain advantage.
Okay.
So using up a Channel of the Force charge, I'll have advantage on the strength check to grapple this guy, and then basically use Force Restore to channel my Force energy into him and connect to him on an emotional level.
Okay, let's see
And
it.
yeah, let's start with that strength check. Athletics check rather. Uh, 21.
Okay. His roll to not get grappled. My dice decided to do what my dice did do best. It was an at 20, so your grapple unfortunately is not successful, sir.
I have 2 attacks.
Do it again, sir.
I will do another attempted grapple with my second attack.
Okay.
I hate dice. 10. You're going out of this box.
Unfortunately, that's 2 misses.
Well, I use my bonus act. No, Channel of the Force isn't a bonus action. Channel of the Force is just a thing that happens. Yeah, because it's just you expend the use of Channel of the Force. Well, part of the Brawler style and Brawler Mastery is being able to use your bonus action as a grapple when you make an attack.
Yep.
I'll do it again.
Yes, you will.
We love you!
And I love grapple classes.
That is a 15 this time.
Unfortunately, I must have rolled just a little higher than you, as no, he does not want to be grappled and does not consent to a hug. However
try again
impromptu
next
it may
time.
be. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, that's my turn.
Excellent. You know what? You attempted to grapple it. It will attempt to grapple you, sir.
Okie doke.
My turn to roll crap. What is that? What does a 9 tell you, sir?
A 9 tells me that 22 wins.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? If he tries to grapple me and I accept it, would I be able to do the Force Restore thing? And that
When
I was
your turn
trying to
rolls
do
around again, yes.
just while he'll just be grappling.
Like I said, yeah. Once your turn rolls around again, yes.
I don't want to give him the free attacks on me, so I will sort of like bat away like as many of the grapples as I can, but I will accept the last one. Is basically the situation I'm thinking of. If he continues to try to grapple me.
I mean, with his first action, and
His
then
first
that
attack,
follow-up
yeah.
secondary attack, yes, he will. This time it is a 24.
What? Yeah, I'll accept that. Not because I
Okay.
rolled a 23 or anything. It's on purpose.
Calculated move.
Yes, exactly.
So it does that.
Yep, I am now grappled by it.
It is clearly grappled. Well, grappling you, did I say?
Yeah.
But yeah, as a bonus action, it will try to restrain you. How does a 23 say?
Contested athletics check if memory serves, right?
Correct, or acrobatics, depending on character and everything.
Athletics. I am restrained.
Okay.
How's he got doing the restrained? Is that just the thing you can do from a grapple?
Yep.
Huh.
It's still considered a grappling check, though. It's just it removes some of the options of things that you can do while being grappled, basically. As this thing maneuvers and then basically puts you in a bit of an armbar there.
Okay.
Back to On Lee.
Anli's gonna start trying to figure out how these things are existing. Because in her head, she's absolutely certain of her decision. I might not be. She is. And she's gonna be looking around for how are these things there.
Yep. Give me an investigation roll again, please.
Investigation? Okay. Not the character for this. Roll good, die. That's a 3. Only has no fucking idea what's happening. Look, I have a +0 to my investigations. This character was not built for this.
No.
His character was built to hit things, and she can't hit things.
Only's self-control in this situation is admirable.
That is only in a nutshell self-control. Orta gets feedback loops of, what the fuck? How are these things here? Why did they come from? Where did they come from? How did they come from? What the fuck is even happening? I don't understand. She does know that lightning attack felt very real. Oh, yeah. I don't know what else she can do in this situation. She was not built for this shit. At all. I mean, I'm guessing she uses up her whole turn just to try and figure things out. So.
Okay. That works if you want to do it that way. Could have. On to you, sir.
Alrighty. So I'm going to use my action to do a third level heal.
Okay.
It's 8. Good roll. 15, 24, plus life, plus 5, so I get 29 hit points. And that's max. Goodness. was gonna go 4, but I'm like, if well, waste of force point. And then I'm to use bonus action to attack. And I'm aiming for the other floating lightsaber.
Okay.
Okay, that's a dirty 20. Does that hit?
Actually, it does.
Cool. All right, and this is just 8. Woo! Hell yeah, I'll take that 8 plus 5. That's 13 points of force damage to the lightsaber.
So I have but one question to ask you here, sir. How do you want to do this?
I hit the lightsaber, not him.
Yep, lightsaber's gone. Boom.
Yeah, I basically I'm aiming for like the kyber crystal. Just slice it.
Okay, so that's another dex saving throw, please, sir.
Okay. Plus 2, dirty 20.
Nice, only 1 point of damage this time, as the second lightsaber goes boom.
Yay. 10 hit points. That's real.
Kyber crystals do have a lot of energy inside of them. Chopping their kyber crystal usually ends fairly kaboomy. Depending on how powerful the thing is and how much energy is inside of it, but yes. Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the thing and I go, no more tricks.
Okay. So you say no more tricks. And when you do, having deprived it, of the lightsabers, this thing raises a hand once again, and I need a dexterity saving throw from both you and Anya once more.
First line.
A 19 this time.
Nice.
Where was that roll last turn?
17.
Okay.
Not very dexterous. He's just kind of dexterous.
Okay. Both of you will take 20 points of lightning damage.
Ow! 13.
It was, Yep. Okay. So, Orta and Nibble. Once more into the breach.
Okie doke.
I do need that dex saving throw, please.
Well, I'm restrained, so I don't think I get to make the dex saving throw.
Correct.
I mean, you still get to try and break the grapple.
This is not
Correct,
about the
but this is
grapple,
not
however.
the grapple. This is another creature attacking.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Orta, that is going to be cold damage to the tune of 15. And you are now slowed 1 on top of it. And yourself, Mibble, that will be half rounded. We said down, for rounding? Yeah, so... So yeah, 7 damage to you, Mibble of the cold variety. You are not slowed. Mibble, what are you doing?
Gonna hit him with another of the cold blast. Basically, I'm going to keep slowing him down as well. So, so let's see. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and that's a D8. And he's slowed again.
Okay.
That is going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
And I am also... Actually, why does it say that? Saying is one spot saying 1d8, another one saying... Oh, that's because I leveled up, so he gets another d8 damage. Okay. So that would be an extra 7. Alright. I gotta change that in there. Alright. And I am also going to be using the slow release med pack. And how does Orta look?
Decently roughed up, but just barely above bloodied.
Okay, I'm using the med pack release on Orta for that's going to be 7 points back to you.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay, and that is all I can do.
Alrighty. Then I guess.
Okay.
Oh right, I'm right after, aren't I?
Yep. I was about to say, Orta, your turn then.
I mean, I had a plan in mind. This is my opportunity to follow through on said plan. So basically, sort of like connecting to this entity that is just pure hatred with telepathy. Orta tries to use like his empathic connection to the Force to basically use a Force Restore and channel the more positive energies within the Force into the person currently grappling him. Whether it has an effect or not, we'll see. But I will be spending my 6 Force points on that. There we go.
Okay, very, very nice. Sorry, I was just mathing out the damage here. Good, very good. I now need, yeah, Orta. Um,
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm trying to do the math here. There's a lot of math involved with these things. I'll explain to you guys why after. No, actually, you're fine for now. That brings us to Only one more time. You have been pondering what's going on.
Yeah. I don't usually like taking the same action multiple times, hoping for different results, but... You know what? With that. No more flip a coin. And you know what? The dice say that she is going to give into the... So, I'm going to give more detail than I normally do because there's someone who's connected to Onley's mind and needs all the details now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a moment of annoyance that hits her when that second lightning bolt strikes. Where she just kind of gets very annoyed. And she just kind of gives in to the annoyance. And you feel she will enter into a rage. As she's...
Okay.
Yeah. This is stupid. This is stupid. I was trying to do the smart thing, and the smart thing's not working for me.
That's fine. When this happened, Orta, I will need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom save. Um, 21.
Okay, nice. You're fine. You managed to resist the impulsion to get swept up in that rage.
And I will say what Orta will notice as she goes into this rage, when she's pulling up the things that make her irritated, the things that fuel the rage, they're old. There's nothing fresh, there's nothing recent, there's nothing new. It's all old memories, old rage. Things that long since passed, but she can pull back onto the irritation. And she's going to move in on the thing fighting Kodav, and she's going to attack it, which I know is stupid, but here we go. As she doesn't see a way out of this without doing this. What is her thing hit with? The first attack's going to be a 17 to hit. And the second attack will be also a 17. I rolled the same thing twice. Stupid.
Okay. Well, good news is that'll actually hit the creature that Kodav is currently fighting. You're chucking your axe, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, using your tremor sense to ID where it is, that's fine. I will say this, how do you want to do it? Because that thing was also low on health. Everything was low on health at this point, so what do you want to do?
Just cut its damn head off so it's done.
Okay.
So it's just going to basically, the axe will curve around Kodav.
Mm-hmm.
Probably freakingly close, but it will expertly curve around Kodav to slice its head off and then circle back around to Onleve as they return to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when that happens, you expertly, like you said, detach this thing's head from its body. As that happens, the hood, right, that's on the head also kind of flies off, and for a brief moment, Kodav, you see your own head being detached from your shoulders. This thing hits the deck, and as it hits the deck, it kind of just blends into nothingness as it kind of just reabsorbs itself into the fog. Best way I could describe it to you, remember when Luke bumps into Darth Vader on Dagobah in the cave, and then he chops his head off, and then the thing kind of half blows off, and you see Luke's face instead of Darth Vader's mask? You're muted. We cannot hear you.
I figured it was something like that, like, you know, him going into the tree.
Yep, that's the card you drew. It's the one that makes a doppelganger of yourself appear, and basically you have to fight it, and if other people get involved, unfortunately creates doppelgangers of them. Which, by the way, only at this point, you see a very angry-sounding, axe-wielding, hooded figure show up out of the fog.
This is what I was trying to avoid desperately.
Yep. Which is funny, because if he had targeted the thing instead of the lightsabers last turn, he would have killed it last turn. He would have been done with this. Bad timing.
I didn't know how many hit points it had. It's like, you know,
which is entirely fine. Again, they're mostly made out of shadow. There's not much substance there.
Like,
to get an idea of their condition is not your fault.
I'm like, it can parry. I was basically, in my mind, I was taking away its ability to parry.
Yep.
Because it was either gonna have to try and attack me with the lightsaber or parry with the lightsaber, but I was like, you got to choose one or the other. That's why I said no more tricks.
Yep. No, 100%. Wave manipulation consulars do all sorts of stupid things. It's quite tricky, like you said, to deal with them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's only so much Onley can take.
Yep. Oh, which is A-okay. So yeah, Kodav, you see this thing get decapitated. As the axe kind of swings around, you sort of follow it with your gaze, and now you see that there's a shadow next to Onley, holding an axe of their own.
With the first attack decapitating this thing, can we say the second attack hits this thing instead?
No, it has not arrived yet at that point.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
So there is no Only, or there's there but not in engagement range.
It's right. No, it's actually like right within melee range of Only. They're right next to each other.
Okay.
Only probably has a look on her face like, yeah, okay, let's do this. She's like it was expected.
That being said, before we do this, seeing the time, maybe we should go on break real quick.
Oh yeah, we can totally do that.
Okay.
Take a quick little, 10 minutes just to refresh and everything. Didn't expect this fight to drag on that much, but this type of encounter is always like wholly dependent on how many people decide to join in or not. So yeah, it's normal. It takes a little bit of time, but we'll take a quick recess, 5-10 minutes, just refresh water, throw some soup on the stove if we need it, and then be back very quickly to continue with this for more Tales of the Other Rim.
And we are back.
Indeed we are.
Supposedly.
Wait, when did Back join the hive mind?
They were here the whole time. Didn't we know about them?
Of course we did.
We would never forget about ourselves.
We
Yeah.
never forget about ourselves, exactly.
All right. So, let's see here.
Did this appear? And now, oh yes, okay. Back to you. Mibble, Orta.
Yeah, we're back to Mibble and Orta and the other two there. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Another chronic blast.
Cryonic blast. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, cryogenic blast.
Okay.
Cryogenic. Yep.
Yeah, Chronic Blast is a little bit different.
You might want to be
Alright.
friends after that.
Right.
All right. So that's gonna be 22 to hit.
Okay.
2d8, not 1. And that's gonna be 11 damage.
Nice. Very nice. Okay.
And another heal on Otta.
Okay.
That's gonna be another 6.
Okay.
Much appreciate, much appreciate. Uh, so what does Orta feel? Like, did his like force restore thing feel like it did accomplished anything?
Pure hatred.
The hatred continues.
Mm-hmm.
One can even say the hatred flows through them.
Let's see.
Good, good. Let the hatred flow through you.
Phew! Excuse me, sorry.
Bless. Attack rolls at disadvantage. Well, if that is the case, I tried, and now I kind of have to do things this way. Orta will be I guess Orta should probably try to break free from the grapple. Or the restrain.
Okay.
And grapple, pretty much.
Let's see
So
it.
yeah. Is there anything I can add to this?
I'll save you the headache. Just roll it. Chances are you'll beat it. I rolled in that one.
Well, let's see.
They also roll in that one.
I rolled a nat 3. Thank you. Beats a nat 1, especially against me. I have a pretty good idea of my numbers. But yeah, 3 plus 6, so 9 on my my athletics roll.
I'm surprised we didn't hear the new you join the Discord call.
True. We should be on there.
We're very concerned that we are not on the Discord call.
Yeah. That's how we know that these are imposters.
We identify imposters by the Discord call.
Okay.
Yeah, does a 9 break free from the from the restrained?
Did you roll higher than a nat 1?
Yes.
Then yes.
All right, and that
You
is
got the same bonuses, so guess what?
yeah. Well, that was my action because breaking free from the from a grapple is an action.
Mhm.
So I need to figure out a bonus action. It's a bonus action? No. No. I have spells sort of. So I need to see which ones actually, I can use. No. Nothing there. Anything bonus action wise I can do. I don't think so. Yeah, I guess I just am not doing anything with my bonus action.
Okay. So,
So, yeah.
I'm grappling them this time. Oh, here we go again.
Sadly, I can't use my action to do grapples anymore. Unfortunately.
Are you bonus one? No.
No, the bonus one, if memory serves, unless I am misremembering. Where is it?
You don't have to. If you don't
when
want to. Just have fun.
When you take the attack action and attempt to grapple, shove, or trip a creature, or make an attack against a creature with an unarmed strike or a weapon wielded in one hand on your turn, you can use your bonus action to make an unarmed strike, grapple, shove, or trip against the same creature.
Has to be linked with the attack. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monk shenanigans.
Lightsaber monk shenanigans. We like those.
Yeah. No lightsabers yet. But yeah,
Okay.
that will be my turn, is sort of breaking free from the grapple.
Very good. Both of you give me ye old deck saving throws.
No. I think no, that's not in character for it. I retract that.
18.
That is gonna be, I believe that's a 14 for me.
11 damage for you, 5 for you, Mimble.
11 for me.
And what's more, you were slowed, which changes absolutely nothing right now, but yeah.
Yes, I do not intend to walk away.
I figured. Back to the other side here. Kodav. On Lee. Well, on Lee first, Kodav after, but I'm just saying back to your side, guys. Yeah. On Lee.
Only has one trick, one thing she can do.
Yep.
She does it very well.
Mm-hmm.
So, we just gotta start wailing on this thing, knowing fully well. Jesus Christ, okay. Knowing fully well I should have stayed the fuck out of this fight. The first one is going to be a total of 26, but it's a natural 19 on her weapon, which counts as a crit. Which terrifies me, knowing we're up against that.
Yep.
I forget, how are you doing crits on this channel?
It's brutal. We're at brutal.
Okay.
At your current level, brutal is in effect.
Okay. This thing hasn't hit me yet, so it doesn't get all the little bullshitty bonuses.
Which you'll have to get me when it hits you back after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a shitty roll. 22 kinetic damage. Oh, wait. Plus another 2. 24 kinetic damage. Rage bonus. And attack number 2 was a total of 16 to hit. Which I assume hits this thing.
Yeah, if that would hit you, then it hits the thing. Yeah, for sure.
It would hit me. It'd meet my AC. So
Hit yourself. When you're raging, do you have damage reductions?
I do. When raging, it's going to be damage reductions against force, psychic, fire, kinetic, and energy.
So I believe your axe counts as kinetic, correct?
Yes, it's kinetic. So it would take half damage.
Okay.
And that's just going to be... Where the hell did my D12 go? That's going to be another 13 kinetic damage.
Okay.
This is why I was trying to stay the fuck out of this, but the dice said no.
Yeah, you'll have to guide me through your character real quick if you
okay.
don't mind. Okay, let me. Yeah, so when you hit this thing, right? It gets angry, of course, swings its own axe back at you, and so yeah, we're just gonna basically copy your turn right back at you because it's like you said, it does one thing very, very well. We're gonna do the same thing back at you.
Hang on a second, let me remind myself of some of the things it can do because you might be missing something. So, okay. Basically, I'm gonna pop these in here for you. Those are the two things you gotta pay attention to. So the big one was I scored a crit against it. It gets to have advantage on the first attack it makes against the creature before the end of its next turn. So it has advantage on its first attack against me.
Okay. Okay.
And you can also smack back when a creature within 5 feet of you deals damage to you with a weapon or unarmed strike, you use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack or unarmed strike against that creature.
So, then I guess that first roll that I would make with advantage is on the reaction of you having hit me, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, it gets real bullshitty.
So, rolling that with advantage, that second dice is a nat 20.
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
It is one of those
back.
situations where it just looks like they just both pull out their axes, slam them into each other's like flanks / chests or whatever. There's blood pissing everywhere. Like it's just this is like extra gnarly right now because this is two barbarians just going at each other with 0 defense and all like hack them before they hack me.
And because I've already hit you, you get all the extra bonuses.
So extra.
So you get an extra strength.
Equal to your
modifier.
Strength modifier, yeah. Which I'm assuming is what, 4 right now? 5? Here, I'm gonna pull up your stat block.
4.
4, yeah.
4.
Okay.
So you also get, because I hit you before. So the Berserk style stuff gives an extra strength modifier, but then the Berserk Mastery also gives you that strength modifier. So you get the extra strength modifier twice. Between the two of them.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm making this worse for myself, but I'm trying to make sure it's fair.
No, you're fine, you're fine. 8 plus... So that's 22 cut down to 11 damage from that.
Yeah. And then
reactionaries.
before it goes to take its turn, I'm going to take my reaction.
Yeah. Yep. This is yep. Good times. Welcome to the game, guys. You hit me, therefore I'm allowed to hit you. Therefore you hit me, therefore I'm allowed to hit you. Yep. No,
At least the reaction's once per round, right? And because you hit me, it's going because you critted. I'm going to use my advantage.
Yep. But I swear, if you crit too, I'm gonna laugh. I'm on my ass if that happens. But the dice are just hot on both sides. It's great.
It was not a crit. It was enough to hit. It's a dirty 20, but it was not a crit. I will laugh my ass off too. But now I get all the extra bonuses because you've already hit me. So it's gonna be 12 plus whatever I roll. Another 22 kinetic damage, half to 11.
Okay.
Now you can take your turn.
Thank you. Same thing. We're you just hit us, so we're hitting you back now. So let's not with the reaction. But,
Yeah, I know.
So that's gonna be a hit.
Yep.
Plus the strength modifier plus. Yeah, so that is going to be another 16 cut down to 8
Okay.
kinetic damage. On the first attack, I'm assuming you get multiple attacks per action, right, at your level?
2
Let's
attacks.
see what the second one has to say. A 19 hits, I'm assuming?
19 crits.
No, dirty 19, not direct 19.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So 10
Another
as
10?
well.
Is
again.
that halved?
Yep.
Is the 10 already
Yes,
halved?
it has been pre-halved. It was 20.
Yeah. I assumed you did that, but I just want to make sure.
Yep, I will always pre-half it for you, so you don't have to do the math. I mean, I know you're good at doing the math, but
I like my math. Don't take my math from me.
fine. I'll give you the raw damage, and you can half it yourself.
As the only person at this table that will ever say that.
Yup. Okay, good. So that's a lot of back and forth here. You're seeing this, by the way, Kodav, where you just see the two barbarians, well, the barbarian and the shadowy figure that is wielding an axe, just hack at each other with almost reckless abandonment here.
Yet none of those were made reckless.
They were indeed.
Yeah.
As it is your turn, sir.
So is it possible to pass on link to get to here?
They're kind of blocking the way right now.
I don't want to have action. Right. I'm gonna do this. Here. So I can see all of my allies. Not actually.
With the fog, you can't see that far away to see the others.
Tremor sense. They also have tremor sense.
Wait,
oh, right. It's a racial thing. You're right. So, you do have an idea. So then you do have an idea of where they are. Yes, correct. You don't physically see them, but you can pinpoint their location with tremor sense.
double checking.
So being Kodav pays attention to his tremor sense. It is racial, so.
I know that's true.
Togrutas has really interesting abilities. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. So Beacon of Hope doesn't specifically say I just have to be able to choose a target, and since Tremor Sense lets me choose a target, I mean I can sense them, and I can sense the heavier footprints as opposed to the lighter footprints. Those would be my targets, because more than likely those are my allies.
Correct.
Get
You
there.
can teleport.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So Beacon of Hope. I'm gonna choose choose. So it's any number of targets. I'm gonna choose myself. Um, any number of targets within and for the duration. 1 minute plus concentration. They have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death throws. They also regain the maximum number of hit points possible for any healing.
Okay.
So I'm going to move there, do Beacon of Hope, and then I'm gonna like just yell out for the love of for the love of the Force, use the med pack.
Very good.
And then action. All of my bonus actions require concentration. I can't use, so yep, I'm done.
Okay, very good. Back to you, Orta and Mibble. Mibble first, technically.
Another cryogenic system. And that's gonna be.
I'm amazed by how many like tech points you guys have on engineers.
Oh, this is a at will power.
Oh, it's true. You're using the cantrip version.
Yep.
Still, nonetheless, I'm amazed by the. I was looking at the actual like chart, and I'm like, Jesus.
Yep, this is an at will, so I'm not even using tech points for that technically. So it's going to be a dirty 20. And another 2d8.
Okay.
And that's going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And healing Rota for another 8 points.
Good.
Much appreciated.
So Mibble, your copy freezes almost like a block of ice, which then fractures, and the leftover from your copy is gone.
Before I step away, that healing that you possible allowed.
Oh, right, it's maxed out by the Beacon of Hope.
Okay, so that would be 12 then.
There you
I'll take it. Okay, and then it's Orta's turn.
go. Mm-hmm.
Still not drawing his lightsaber, he will swing.
See it.
With his fists, specifically. Let's see. Alright. First fist strike will be coming out to a 22 to hit.
Nice.
Dealing 1d6 plus 3 damage. That's going to be 6 damage. Then, second unarmed strike is going to be a 24 to hit.
Okay.
For another 8 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll do our bonus action unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be a 22 to hit for another 8 damage. And then, because we have Brawler Mastery, once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or a weapon wielded in one hand, or you can make an additional unarmed strike against the same target without the aid of your proficiency bonus, no action required.
Okay.
So I punched 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
The last one with no proficiency bonus is a 19 to hit.
So, yeah, how you want to describe this? Because at that point, I'm pretty sure that last punch is gonna, get rid of this thing.
Yeah, I rolled 6 damage for that last punch.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a rain of blows. He right hook, left hook, right hook, left hook.
So the good old, machine gun punch combination thing, and just put this guy straight into the ground.
Yeah, kinda. No real other way to do it.
Why do we
If,
hear aura, aura, aura?
The first time I've ever
Okay.
actually like accomplished that portion of this guy's kit is just punching 4 times in a row and actually succeeding on
Yep.
every hit.
Dice, we're just in a good mood today.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you knocked the last one out, literally and figuratively at this point. As it is gone. That leaves us back on the other side with just that last one here, on Lee. What you up to?
I mean, we do one thing very well. We've discussed this.
Let's see it.
The first one is not going to hit because dice hate me. The second one will, with a 23.
Okay. Gimme the damage.
This one's going to be 18 kinetic before halving. So, 9.
Okay, very good. You have just hit me.
I know.
Reaction time.
Yes. Then I can
Or
react.
approaching me.
That is an 18 on the dice.
Okay. That's going to hit.
Is that a crit with your weapon, or is it
No,
just
just
19, 20?
It's just 1920.
I thought maybe you had like a thing that gave you 19 and then the axe gave you 18 or something. I didn't remember how it went for your character.
That's
So
fair.
I'm pretty sure your axe upped your critical bracket by 1 as well, yeah?
It did. Yes, I don't have anything else that changes it, so.
Gotcha. Okay, so
At
yeah,
this
no crit. Perfect. I will take that. That means no advantage on the reaction for you. Rolling the damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not so good on the damage dice this time. That is only going to be 6 points of damage after math and everything.
After math and halving and everything else?
Yep. It was a 13 before math.
I will take a Kotal pack, which maxes out at, it's HP plus con for the regular ones that I have. Hit die. My hit dice are 12, so it's 12 plus con of 3, so it's a total of 15. Though I will also take my reaction to hit you for hitting me.
Okay.
For hitting you. I'm enjoying this circle.
It's a circle of
Smack.
With a dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Only in actual, she doesn't get in melee range like for too long. Usually things move away, but it's nice when she is.
Right.
So it's gonna be another 18 for 9. Halved.
Nice. Okay, and then it gets its turn and it gets to attack you?
Yep.
Okay. 16 hits, right?
16
Meets it?
Yep. 16 meets it.
Okay. Give it damage dice. There we go. Okay. Ooh, even less damage than the last one. 5 damage this time after a reduction.
Okay.
And then second attack.
Weren't you supposed to give her the math?
30, 20.
It's fine.
We don't care here. I don't care.
I just give him shit because I can.
Right. You think you can. Rock falls, everybody dies. No, I'm kidding.
I'm telling the wife.
What?
So I'm telling the wife. Rocks fall,
You're
everyone
telling
died.
my wife?
Yeah.
I'm 2,500 miles away. She can't do nothing.
God, can you imagine how Zora would be? Two shows with 2 TPKs.
She'd murder us.
She would murder me. She would actually murder me.
No, she wouldn't. She'd be here with me. I don't know what happened to you.
Right.
That's right.
I, for one, will be too afraid to speak out against it.
Right. You came to our wedding, so yes, indeed. She knows where you live now. She has your address. You're screwed.
I know. The dice were worth it, though.
Yeah. So we're looking at. Dice are teasing me. Another 18, so 26 or 9 or whatever. Yep, to hit. So yeah, let's see for the damage. I was talking to hit on the second attack.
Wait, what'd you roll to hit?
20 something.
No, you said it was 19 on the dice.
18.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's why I'm saying the dice are teasing me with that, because it wasn't saying that the reaction dice. It was an 18.
I thought I heard 19, so I was like, wait a
No.
second.
Unfortunately, damage dice was super low again, so that's just another 5 damage.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, fortunately for you guys, unfortunately for me, but yes.
Sad. Your barbarian's not doing what it should do.
Nope. Big disappointment. All right, that's back to, I believe, Kodev.
Yep.
You're just seeing, yeah, these two are just hacking at each other like it's going out of style.
Yeah. So I know she's a barbarian. I know she doesn't take, full damage because she's like, she's raised by fucking Wookiees and, rubs up against cactus for fun.
That's an image.
So. I'm gonna do a 2nd level heal.
Okay.
On her, so that's gonna be 2. But that's gonna be 16, 5. That's gonna be 21 points of healing.
Okay.
For Only. And since I have Preserve Life, Discipline of Life. Since I spent casting points to heal, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna get 4 points of heal back.
Okay, very good. Orta Mibble, what's up?
Okay, so I guess we're free from this.
No, I wonder if we
seeing
try
if
to
we can find the others.
Actually, we wouldn't necessarily know about the card effect, so... Well, your turn first,
No,
anyways.
but Orta would have gotten the mind link of, shit, here we go. Exactly
Yeah,
what happened,
I just mean, like,
it did happen.
Out of character, I am worried that going in to then help you fight this one will then summon another one.
It's fair.
Is what I'm thinking about out of character, but we don't know that there's any sort of magical tomfoolery causing this to happen per se. So, yeah.
Okay. So?
Mibble doesn't know anything that's going on because that was done over the hive mind.
No. Only called out that we're fighting ourselves.
Yeah, she did.
Out loud.
Yeah. But he still doesn't know how it exactly works either.
Yeah, valid.
Okay.
Let's see. Mibble will start moving up. Although, knowing how hard Omni can hit, he's not going to be engaging with the thing.
Okay.
So he's going to go at least up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Slow release med pack on Lee for my
Okay.
bonus action.
Yep.
And is that other thing still in effect or no?
Which other thing?
Yep, for 1 whole minute while I'm concentrating.
Okay, so then it's maxed, right?
Correct.
Okay, that would automatically make it a 12. So 12 points back to Omni.
Nice.
And let's see. Okay. Anything else I can do? A lot of my stuff is going to break my concentration, so I'm just going to hold back. Next.
Yes. Orta, what are we doing?
We are moving into combat. And we are going to be punching as part of combat. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Character was built to do a thing, and it's now going to do said thing.
Correct. Unless I roll a nat 1 to hit, which I did. Slowly but surely, the Hunger Games of my d20s rolling poorly for me and then being pulled out of the dice rolling tray will end. 24 to hit on the second one.
Oh, you play that game
that
too?
Yes, constantly.
And then you run them out and you have to start going backwards and bring them all back in
Yeah.
slowly?
Yeah, exactly.
When the odds are never in your favor.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work out, then you have to go to the bag. That was going to be 9 damage for that punch, halved to 4, because we round down.
Good. Yeah.
And then we will do our third unarmed attack.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, should I do it? No, I'm not going to try to grapple check a barbarian. 22 to hit.
You could try.
I could try. And that is 7 damage on my third unarmed attack. And now for my fourth unarmed attack, with no proficiency bonus. That's cocked. A natural 20.
Nice, nice.
Which is gonna be... 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 3... 13 halved to 6 damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn. I have missed a punch, punched, and then punched real good.
That's some good punch.
That's some good punch.
You spiked the punch.
Good thing it already used its reaction against me.
True.
True. Always good.
Of course, now it will have advantage attacking me.
True. True. I need to roll.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Yep. Okay. Unley?
We're gonna keep hacking away.
Okay.
Which one of you die wanna be nice? Maybe you? First roll is a 21. See if you'll give me something better. Nope. Still, it's gonna hit, but it's not. I'm looking. I'm crit fishing now. It's not a crit, I'm sad!
Okay.
Both will hit, but no crits.
Be the berry.
Oh, that was shit. And that was even shittier. One's gonna be a total of 2 kinetic damage. Wait. 4 kinetic damage, which is the literal minimum I can do once it's hit me. And then No, there's 6 kinetic damage. As those 2 are going off to the side. Those are annoying D12s.
Yeah, it's not just the D20s that go to jail. They get to go to jail, huh?
No. No, I have 3 sets of Kraken dice sitting on my desk right now. Lots of them get to go to jail.
Yeah, I've got the dice bag within arm's reach for the exact same reason. So how much damage was that total?
Making me re-math. 4 and 6, so 10? Already halved.
Okay. Yeah. How you want to do this?
Just with a sigh and the same movement as when she took out the other one. Just gonna chop the head off with a sigh.
Yep.
Like,
All
she
right,
knew it was coming, and she was too annoyed to stop it, and so she's now more annoyed with herself than she was with this thing.
And you see your own head fly off your shoulders as it displaces the hoodie.
Yeah.
Or should I say the hood part of the cloak?
She's gonna frown, as she doesn't like it, but she knew it was coming.
And as the last of the shadows hits the deck, hits the ground, you see a pile of 5 data pads neatly stacked on top of one another on the ground where that last shadow's body was.
If we refuse to pick him up, we don't have to do it, right? Just kidding.
And what we can do, since Zoro's going to have to make the pull anyway, we can keep going, or we can actually stop here as she comes back out of the shadows type deal, and we can pick up the pull with her next, or we can do the pull now if you guys want, and then just make her do hers at the start of the next session. Either way works.
I'm fine.
Doesn't matter to me.
Either
I'm personally
way.
fine holding off. The anticipation
It could
will
just
be
be
all the more delightful.
it might just be a little bit funner if everybody's pulling their cards at the same time, but it's entirely up to you guys. I am fine continuing for another 20 minutes or so.
I personally vibe with waiting till everybody can do it. See what sort of tomfoolery occurs.
That we'll probably have to update character sheets, and we need Zoro for that.
True.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll hold off on the cards till next session for the consensus on that one. But yeah, so in that case, we'll end 15-20 minutes a little earlier than usual today, but
just since Kodav's thing's in play, slow release med pack for the remainder of the minute that I can to heal everybody up as much as I can.
Yep, go ahead.
So it's gonna be like 12.
So yeah.
Until everybody.
Okay, and then the slow release med pack you have to apply to each of the people independently from one another, right? Or is it AoE?
It's an AoE around me, but I choose one person at a time.
And how long does it run for?
1 minute. So
10
it's a
rounds.
30
We
foot
use
radius.
1. So you have 9 more rounds to go.
Yeah, should be enough with 12 to almost completely top you guys off, and I won't be angry for 5 HP right now. So yeah, you guys can just consider that as having been somewhat of a rest and just top yourselves back up HP wise.
Thank you.
Yes.
Not force points or anything, just the HP though.
Of course.
Mhm.
I'm just letting you guys round up. If you guys want to take a rest after, that's another story, but we'll save that for next time. Good. Okay. So yeah. Like I was gonna say, if there's or is there anything else you guys wanted to do before we close up? So aside from the healing.
Could have you muted.
Can't hear you guys.
I said Kodab would want a short rest to meditate.
Okay.
But he's not sure if this is a safe place to meditate.
I was gonna say maybe hold off for next session for that one. Again, when Zoro's back and everything, and we can decide that together, because depending on how fast you do certain things, it will affect other things. So it's just a matter of figuring it out when we start the next session. So please, I'll make a note, but let me know. next session if I do not read my note or I forget. But that being said, yes, do not despair. Sorry, we are ending a little bit early, but that aside, this is not our only show, and there's plenty more content you can get from us for the whole rest of the week, actually. As Mondays, we have Destiny Forged, third campaign, I think, right now, correct?
Fourth.
Yes. Fourth. Yeah, no, fourth. 3 has ended. It's 4 now. Just goes too fast. So fourth, campaign of Destiny Forged that is currently ongoing on Mondays, run by Rojan. On Tuesdays, you have us every 2 Tuesdays running Tales of the Outer Rim with me, Tiltbot. On Thursdays, you have 2 alternating shows. You have Mass Effect Horizons, which I believe is this week. And next, I don't know if it'll be ready by next week, but as we TPK'd in the second campaign of Tricorn Isles, we will be starting a new show called A New Era that will be starting on the opposite Thursdays to Mass Effect.
Somewhere in mid-February is when we expect to roll that out.
Probably, yep.
Ain't-ish.
Rojan will give you guys more details as we get closer to it. But yes, we do have a show to replace Tricorn that is in the pipeline real quick. That being said, on Downfall of Propriety, is it on... Yeah, Downfall is on alternating Saturdays, correct?
Yeah, it was just this past Saturday, so Withered Waste is this coming one.
Yep. So we got Withered Wastes on this coming Saturday. In the evenings, you have 2 alternating shows, of course. You have Vigilant 6, which is our sort of homebrew superhero system based very loosely off of Kids with Capes. And on the alternating Saturdays, we have... what's the other Saturday show? I'm drawing a blank.
Downfall of Propriety.
Sorry. Yes, there we go. No, the evening shows.
The evening is
City of Redemption.
City of Redemption, the Daggerheart one. There we go. Yeah, I knew it was there as tip of my tongue, but I'm freaking exhausted. My brain is not following up. But yeah, so we have Daggerheart off the Daggerheart system, City of Redemption, which is set in the same universe as Destiny Forged and the Tricorn / New Era system. But just different place on the timeline. And then, yeah, on Sundays, you have us with Wayward Wanderers, which will be running every Sunday and has been running every Sunday since Az has started up. So, of course, Azrin right here is our DM. And that is fun little circus intrigue and very interesting shenanigans that we've been running recently. So if you want to have some fun, hardly recommend that one too. So yeah, I thank you all for tuning in. Again, sorry if this show is a little bit shorter, about half an hour shorter than I normally want it to be, but this is a better stopping point, than pushing forward too much and then making everything a little disjointed. So we're going to call it for tonight. Thank you so very, very much for being with us. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon for more Tales of the Outer Rim. Have a good night.